What's up, you guys? I hope everybody's doing all right. I'm hanging in there, sitting in another spot, Minnesota. Where am I? I'm in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. But what I wanted to talk about today is that the GPS. I have my PC supplied by the company, which is my truck computer, right? My routes come through there, and it tells you which way you're supposed to go. And then I have my own Rand McNally. I have to tell you that my Rand McNally is most of the time, I want to say 98% of the time correct in its directions. And my truck PC, he's not my friend. He's not my friend. Yo, you can't always rely on your PC. You can't always rely on your GPS. When you're out here, you got to be sure that you're looking at signs and using your common sense on where you're going. Because your directions or your planned directions will sometimes take you down roads you're not supposed to be on. And if you solely depend on that to get you where you need to go, you're going to find yourself in some real sticky situations. It will take you down dead ends. It'll take you down restricted routes. It'll take you just places you're not supposed to be with your truck. And, you know, what people, you know, in a car, you can just turn around or get out of the situation. With 70 feet of truck and trailer, that's not always the case. You can't always U-turn. You're not supposed to be making U-turns anyway, but you can't find a spot to make the turnaround. You know, or you get jammed up. You know, in some cases you might have to call the authorities to get you out of that situation. I'm glad I have not been in that situation yet. But I guess, you know, I'm just saying, don't solely depend on your GPS or your Rand McNally to get you where you need to go. For the most part, yes. But be sure that you're watching your signs. Be sure that you're seeing the turns before you hit them. You know, sometimes it'll ask you to make a turn that is legal in the truck, but it's not practical. It's not a turn you should be making in the truck. Sometimes it's not a turn you can make in the truck. However, it's not restricted. So you just got to be aware of when you're going down the road, what you're looking at, you know. Be aware of your signs. Be aware of the turns ahead of you. Be sure that you're 2 or 3 steps ahead of the GPS. Try to be, at least. And just always know that it's not always correct. Because if you do, again, if you solely depend on that GPS, especially the one in your truck, you can get caught up in some real sticky situations. Today, my truck GPS asked me to take a road that didn't even exist anymore. So, and I'm sure it hasn't existed for a while by the looks of it. So I'm not sure why the route plan asked me to do that. Specifically, since it was asking me to go to a drop yard. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, I had to make a turnaround, and I got lucky. I got lucky on that one. But I'm pretty good at maneuvering the truck and the trailer anyway. But I got lucky on that one where I didn't have to do anything that wasn't too hard, and I had to circle around a building in a dirt yard. It was a tractor trailer mechanics shed or something. I don't know, but I got lucky. They're not always correct. And when you're dealing with trucks, when you're dealing with tractors and trailers, they're not always correct. Like I said, with a car, you can turn around, you can find somewhere to turn around, you can make a U-turn in the road. With these tractors and these trailers hooked to them, you can't do it. You can't do it. But that's it. You know, don't solely depend on your GPS or your truck company routing, and don't solely depend on your Rand McNally or whatever type of trucker GPS you have, whether it be on your phone or an external GPS that you mount on your window, whatever. Just don't solely depend on it, because it'll put you in some tight situations. Some situations it's just gonna, you know, it's not that easy to recover from. But always remember that, you know, I want to say there's always a solution. So don't get so panicked and overworked that you can't think, you can't use your mind and critical thinking to figure out how to get yourself out of the situation. If you need to call the authorities, then you need to call the authorities. If you feel like you can't get it out, get yourself out of the situation yourself. But don't panic. Panic doesn't help. You know, if you see a bridge and you know you can't get under that bridge, or even if you think you can't get under that bridge, stop your truck, stop it in a safe manner. If you can get to the side and stop. Do not proceed and give it a shot. That's not something you want to do. You know, again, use common sense. Don't get yourself into these sticky situations. And when you do get yourself into these situations, remember not to panic. There's always a solution. That's it. Y'all have a good day. I'm out here, it's sunny. Thank God for that. I'm grateful for the day. I like the sun. I'm done with the winter. Only thing I like about the winter, believe it or not, is driving in it. I like winter driving. But I'm grateful for today. The sun is out. It's a nice, beautiful day. And yeah, ran into some situations with my GPS this morning. But actually more than one. But I only got caught in one. And that's pretty much it. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Y'all be cool. Peace.